Okay, forms of relations, practice B. They talk about a relation below. 1, 2, 3, negative 4, 7, 6, 8, 4. What is the inverse? We talked about inverse operations like multiplication undoes division, addition undoes subtraction. So what do you think an inverse is of a coordinate? Think about it. What would the inverse of a coordinate be? So if G is 1, 2, 3, negative 4, 7, 6, and 8, 4, what do you think the inverse of 1, 2 is? And the inverse is shown as G with a little apostrophe next to it, excuse me. So what do you think it is? And then we put it in a brace and we do this. So what do you think the inverse of 1, 2 is? I'll give you a hint. Here's the first one. If the original was 1, 2, the inverse is 2, 1. So what do you think the inverse of 3, negative 4 would be? Negative 4, 3. That's the inverse. So what do you think the inverse of 7, 6 is? 6, 7. What do you think the inverse of 8, 4 is? 4, 8. That's it. That's all she wrote. Okay? So read the instructions carefully. The biggest issue most math students have is answering the question being asked. You guys have the skills to do the math. It's whether or not you're doing the math being asked. Okay? So like the next one, which set of ordered pairs represents the same relation? Okay, make sure, write the inverse of the relation, both a mapping, so they're talking about this one because it's the same number. So be careful, but that's, as long as you read the instructions, practice B is going to be very straightforward.